Just breathing the day, yeah, making waves, kicking ass online, can't behave, laughing in the face of wannabe queens, living off memes and caffeine dreams. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shapes the beam. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shapes the beam. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream. Tears down the walls with the wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw, leaving haters burned, exiled. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That woman with the smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream.
Hello from me and my mean smirk. How the hell are you? I'm in a spicy mood, a good mood, but a spicy mood. And we definitely have a lot to talk about. Where should we start? For one thing, mods, trolls are going to be coming in, and that's fine. Like, I think my only line is you can call me ugly, fat, whatever you want to say. Like, kids are the line. Okay. We don't talk about people's minor children. That's it. That's all. I just haven't felt like going live and talking about Chantal. I don't know how else to explain it. I don't know. There's not one part of me that has been excited to talk about her, but like I still want to hang out with you guys, right? So I've been trying to find other things to do. Like we went on a carriage ride, we did a puppy cam. Tomorrow night we're gonna do Christmas lights. I don't know. I'm too cold today. So tomorrow night we'll go look at Christmas lights. I was thinking about doing a puppy cam again today, but then I did a poll and it turns out people want to also hear about Chantal. So here you go. She's still fat. She's still lazy. She still lacks any accountability. She scratched her head with her fork and then ate food off the fork. There you go. There's your recap. I don't know if it's just because I'm in a different, I don't know. I'm just not in a miserable stage of my life. I don't know how else to say. Maybe it's just because the holidays are extra cheerful this year. I don't know. Not one part has wanted me to go or has wanted to go live to talk about her, but we are going to do foodie beauty gossip. We are going to do that. I have some shit talking I'd like to do. A whole lot of that. I think people thought because they voted for foodie, that meant I wasn't going to talk about Specs or Kimberlina. I don't know how else to break this to you. I have a whole lot of shit to say because I have been far too kind for far too long. And I let all these people lie and threaten me and do all kinds of stuff. And I hold my tongue because part of me feels bad for them, right? Like, but there's this other side of me. It's like, no, if you're going to lie about me in a chat in a group of people, I'm going to come about you with some truth. That's what we're going to do. So I haven't decided if we should get that bullshit out of the way first. What do you guys want to do? Go into foodie beauty gossip, and when it comes up, it comes up. Or would you rather me talk about Specs and Kimberlina right off the bat? Let me say hello to you guys. Hello, Be Kind. Hello, Lori. Free the People. Miss Mountain Lion. Hello, Eric. It's probably because it's a happy time of year. It's just like she's so unmotivating. Do you ever feel like when you're just watching her sit in the same position, farting, eating, picking scabs, picking her nose, whatever else, you're like, I could have got like 6 loads of laundry done during this time. The dogs could have been out and played. I could have been out to lunch with my boyfriend. Like, there's just things that I think about, right? Like, I could have been on the walking pad and done like 45 minutes. These are things that go through my head, but I'm perfectly fine with doing Twitter recaps. I don't know if right now until after Christmas I'm going to feel like sniping Chantal farting. I mean, who is Specs? A Beezer. So she used to follow Chantal. And she still tries to be in Girl World. She's a cow. I mean, honestly, she's more entertaining than Chantal, and she stays far more offended than Chantal, and she's psychotic and a liar. So there's that. Hello, PQ. Foodie beauty bullshit and end with happy thungs. Thungs? Things? Things. The negative energy she spews is contagious. That's true. Hey, Wookie, air it out now so we can put our full attention. That's a good idea. Okay, so we are eventually going to get to a tweet with some DMs from Kimberlina. Yesterday, I saw Hecate was live covering my puppy stream, which I didn't mind at all. I actually thought that was funny. Like, of all the things on YouTube to cover, you know what I mean? We're going to react to Breezy's dogs playing. But, here's the thing. I have a love-hate thing with Hecate. Do I like some of the BS she does? No. But her streams, like, I'm telling you, I could get so much accomplished listening to her 24-hour, 48-hour, 72-hour streams. And it's all drama. Like, there's not one dull moment, right? Like, and it's so different than my life. So sometimes, I don't know, I like to watch it or whatever. But while I'm watching, I see Kimberlina in there. Let's start off with Kimberlina, then we'll go into Specs. Kimberlina is a fucking mess, and that's coming from somebody who can be messy. Here's the thing, you guys. I don't hide who I am. I'm not claiming to be the pillar of society who is never messy, who is never nosy, who never shit talks, who definitely doesn't ever gossip. Like, I'm messy, I'm nosy, I like drama, just not mine. I don't know. I run my mouth a lot, but also what I'm really, really mad about today, tomorrow, I could have forgotten about it, right? Like, it's just how I am. I don't know. There's certain things I do right in life. Like, have I been a shitty mom? Yes. Am I a good mom now? Definitely. Am I perfect? No. But do I go around breaking laws? No. You know? Anyways, okay, so we're going to start with Kimberlina. I can call her crazy as somebody who's not exactly sane. I guess I was telling you guys all this to say I don't hide who I am. That's one thing about me. Like, I don't pretend to be something I'm not. I can be a bitch. I can be. And I know that. I can have a really harsh tongue. I can lash out. I'm a very imperfectly perfect person or perfectly imperfect person, however you want to say it. Anyways, but there's certain things and certain people where it's like, I didn't fucking do anything wrong. Like, there's plenty on me to get, right? Like, there's plenty of things that I do wrong, that I've done wrong. But like, we're truly going to talk about the shit that I didn't do and how psychotic these people are. Okay, so Kimberlina was flirting with Satan and she's married. I don't know how else to say it. There was a bunch of people flirting with Satan. And Kimberlina, I know for a fact, is like not okay. I don't know how else to say it other than she gets drunk and she makes mistakes and makes all kinds of dumb choices. She should probably stop drinking and tweeting and texting and DMing. I'm just going to say that. Anyways, there was this time where everybody was coming after her, like doxing her employment and all kinds of things. And I said, hey, I said, you really just need to watch out. Like, Satan is trying to play like 25 different people right now. Like, he doesn't really want just you. He's telling everybody to leave their husbands. Since everybody's attacking you right now and outing your husband, your place of employment, all these things, like, maybe you should just not engage. Here's your heads up while all eyes are on you. Um, just don't get caught in another messy thing, right? And I thought I was being a good friend. I need to stop trying to be a good friend to people who don't deserve it. What she does is runs and tells her world, Breezy saying that Satan's a creep and Satan's this and Satan's that. No, I just gave you a heads up that like he's telling a million different people to leave their husband. Like, don't blow up your spot and a good thing with your possibly great marriage for a man who's saying this to a bunch of different women. You know what I mean? Anyway, so then her world goes after me. Kimberlina disappears, leaves me to fight Hurl and all these people. It was a really big shit show, right? Anyways, she DMs me on Discord and all these places to let me know that she's in hiding because she's scared. Meanwhile, every day for like the past 6 months, I've seen her and Hakate's chat. Like, if you're scared, do you hang out with a woman who goes IRL? And that's not me coming at Hekate. Like, she owns who she is, right? That's me saying, like, genuinely, if you're scared and you're being doxxed and you've been flirting with a man, even though you're married, like, is it wise to have all this attention on you in Hekate's chat? Hekate, who's like fighting with everybody, like 50 different people at once, right? Anyways, and so every so often, Kimberlina would DM me and be like, hey, I just want to let you know I'm still around. I'm just still in hiding and I'm thinking about you. It's like, and I bit my tongue for so long, right? It's like, bitch, you're not in hiding. I see you. Like, you're hiding from the consequences of your actions on Twitter. Like, that's what you're hiding from. Anyways, hey, everybody. So, moving on. Anyway, she DMs me, what was it, the 17th? Not that long ago, right? December 17th. And she DMs me again saying she's sorry for disappearing, blah, 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 blah. She was just scared. She was being doxxed. And I'm like, hey, you're in Hekate's chat. Like, how scared are you? Like, you're not hiding. I see you there. Like, be honest. Stop lying. Like, be honest. You know what I mean? Like, this is the thing. I hate it when people fucking lie to me. Like, I've been a liar. I was in addiction. I've lied about the stupidest shit just to lie about it. Okay. Like, just don't lie to me. Like, I don't know. Anyway, so I told her basically I was uninterested in being her friend. That's it. That's all. And I didn't want to hear from her anymore. And I was nice. I was like, be well, take care. Like, I don't know. I don't really have much else to say to you. And then yesterday in Hekate's chat, Kimberlina's telling me off and going off on me and saying, I have the receipts. Dox me, biatch, dox me. Like, what? Are you okay? You were just begging for my forgiveness the other day. Now, because you're in Hekate's chat, you're all big and bad. Like, you're crazy, lady. You're absolutely crazy. Anyways, so she's teaming up with Specs, who Specs is threatening to drive down from Chico and ref me up because she was in the military. Let's get into Specs. Also, Specs didn't do shit to but stand up for myself. She's a former Beezer, absolutely insane. Her dad's a murderer. And she basically does live streams where she's like, oh, I was texting with my dad. And then she'll go live again. Oh, my dad showed up with a bag. It's like, bitch, you're communicating with him. Like, I don't know what to tell you. She'll go through things where she can't shower for 8 days, but she could get drunk in her kitchen. Anyway, she's full of shit. If you go to her live stream, she acts like she's 2, right? And she goes, oh, welcome. I was just shopping in the kids section at Ross. Everybody be kind and polite here. That's literally how she talks. But she's full of shit. She's not kind and polite, and not everybody is welcome. Anyway, she used to come around here because for some reason she tries to befriend all the Foodie Beauty reaction channels. I don't know what really happened between her and Foodie. They used to be cool, and now Specs is in like everybody else's chat, right? So I was nice to her, but while I'm watching her, I'm like, this fucking can't be real, right? Like, you have all these creepy men in your chat gooning to you, and you're acting like you're 5 years old. Like, something isn't right, right? And I'm putting these things together in my mind. Anyways, it's a whole long story. We'll get more into that. Anyway, so one day I'm in Specs live stream, and she sees me come in, and she gets all serious, and she's like, I want you to know, Breezy, when I was holding my nephew at his birthday party the other day, I remembered what you said. And I'm thinking, like, what the fuck did I say? And she's like, and I don't talk about this, but I'm Christian. But my sister, she's married to a Muslim. She calls them Muslims. Anyways, and again, I'm thinking, like, what the fuck did I say? And I'm like, huh? And she's like, you said that you think all Muslims F goats. And I'm like, no, I didn't. No, I did not. Definitely didn't say that. She's like, yes, you did. You said it, and I need to know that you don't really feel that way. And I said, I don't feel that way. And I didn't say it because I don't feel that way. And then she acts like she's going to show this clip, you guys. Okay. She acts like she's going to show this clip and walks to her TV with her remote. And she never fucking shows it. And so all I did to Specs was say, I don't feel that way. And it's like she wanted me to bow down and say in her chat full of people that have free Palestine in the name and stuff like that. She wants me to say I feel a way that I don't fucking feel. I'm sorry. Do I agree with what Muslims do all the time? No, I don't agree with a lot of things in many different religions. There's even things in my own religion I don't agree with. Like, I don't know what to say. I feel like people want me so badly to hate Muslim people. And this is what I will say. I'm not a fan of Muhammad. I don't think marrying 6-year-olds is okay. I think Salah is a creep, and I think Foodie's a cosplayer. If that you take what I say about any of these people and apply it to your life when you're holding your nephew, that says how you really feel about your nephew or your family, not what I feel. Anyway, so I just stood up to this woman, and then she blocks me in her chat. She blocks me in her chat, and ever since then, like, she's doing all this shady shit, right? And for the most part, I ignore her because she gets drunk alone in her kitchen and cries. Like, really, like, I don't know, at some point it feels like I'm punching down, right? But what I'm not going to do is let this woman threaten to come to my city and Hakate's chat and beat me up because you were in the military, Joe from Chico. So what we're not going to do is do that. You're crazy. There's a list of people that truly think I did something to them, and you're running your mouth, Specs and Hakate's chat. Why'd you block me, bitch? You blocked me from your chat. And if we want to get serious, Specs, do you know how Islam feels about gay people? When you're accepting of everybody in your chat, are you really? Are you really accepting of everybody? While you go on your speeches about how kindness is key and mental health matters, da 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 da. Listen, bitch, did you ever think about how it felt when I was in a live stream trying to support your crazy ass and you tell the world I think all Muslims are animal effers? Do you ever think about that? You get what you get at this point. Stop pretending to be a 5-year-old and hiding behind this little girl act. You're a grown ass woman. It's time to act like it. You made some big girl choices. Now you got to face them. It's not wise to threaten to drive to people's city because they stood up for you or to you. You run your mouth like crazy, but do you ever think about how it looks like, Miss, my dad murders people and just got out of prison? I would stop running your mouth and hiding behind the military because there's people who still live by a code even though they're out and still behave a certain way. And then there's you, the embarrassment. Seriously. Anyways, so these two women are now hiding behind Hecate, Kimberlina, and Specs, and I have receipts to back everything up. They want me to panel up, and I have everything. Specs, you blocked me, bitch. You blocked me. And then you went sucking up to busy little B, which is odd. Very, very fucking odd. And now you're hiding behind Hecate. But again, I have receipts. Can Hecate can she protect you from receipts? Same thing with you, Kimberlina. Same thing. Can Hecate protect you? I'm not saying all Muslim. I know it's happened. That's the thing. But does that mean everybody? No. No. I don't know. This is the thing I want to say too. Like, because you might feel a certain way about Muslim people, not you, free the people. Don't project how you feel onto me, Specs. You have some deep rooted issues. Because I read comments on Twitter, I don't know how to say this. It doesn't mean that I feel this way. And I think I do a pretty good job saying, so and so says, so and so says. And Kimberlina, stop drinking and tweeting, stop drinking and DMing, stop flirting when you're married, bitch. Don't some people go to the military if they have a proper education? Babes don't give these twats any attention. It's obviously they're craving. It's just crazy. Like, I wasn't going to say shit until Kimberlina and Specs were offering to team up and come get me. So now we're going to say the truth. That's it. That's all. I've been in more Muslim countries and around more Muslim people than 90% of girl world. Here's the thing. I'm just not one of those people who's going to jump on a bandwagon because everybody's screaming free Palestine, free this, free that. Like, do your research. That's all I want people to do, is do your own research and see if you really want to be saying the things that you're saying. And you can't claim to accept all people and all things, but support Islam. And that's just the reality of it. Islam isn't very accepting except for the things that they want to accept, right? But again, I have to watch my words. I mean, there's things with Christianity I don't like either. I'll just say that flat out. I'm Christian. I was raised that way in a very strict Christian household. And then I strayed away. I chose to focus on the negative. And then throughout addiction and just throughout the years, I realized I need God. And I've been praying more and growing my relationship with him again. And I choose to believe that he doesn't think gay people are going to hell. I think God wants everybody to make it to heaven. And I don't agree with the Christians who feel that way. I don't believe there's the Christians who say homosexuality, whatever. Like, I think there's a way that works, right? For a lot of people. There is. Like, for me, I will marry a man and I have a child. But I don't think if you marry a woman that God is saying, oh, you're going to hell. I think you're making it to heaven just like the rest of us. But Islam, do you know what they do to gay people, Joe, that you have in your chat? So let's just be clear. All right, let's get into some foodie beauty gossip. Hey, Panda. They did PQ. And here, we're not going to get political today. We're not going to get political today. I hate the sin, not the sinner. I mean, if that's the case, everything I've done, I should be going to hell, right? I mean, I've lied, I've cheated, I've stole. I definitely didn't obey and respect my parents, sex before marriage, all these things, right? All these things. But I also know that God knows my heart and I've changed, right? And I've apologized, I've repented, and I don't do any of those things anymore, right? But I think as long as we accept God into our heart, we're all going to heaven. That's it. That's all. It amazes me how many crassly people on the internet that does shit like this. Man, I just come here for a show. Yeah. To anybody who thinks I'm genuinely upset, this is, I guess, I'm not upset over the drama, okay? Like, this is the thing. There's so many people. Like, for example, Hugh Mad Bro, Day to Day Ray, this person Hyde. Like, they genuinely go around saying I've done things to them when I have proof that Hyde, the day before she went to the guest mob, she was in my Discord, all that stuff. I had DM'd her, right? I'm like, are you okay? I know you're struggling. Anyways, she left my Discord and my community because people weren't giving her money. That's it, right? Like, I remember there was a donator. Do you guys remember the Banana Bear show? He would send like $20 super chats. He sent me merch to wear. It was like a collab to like promote both of our channels, right? Anyways, she was messaging him like, well, I need it more than Breezy and all this stuff. And he even felt some sort of way. He's like, I just want to donate. Like, I don't want to have to worry that I'm donating to somebody and somebody else is going to get jealous. And I was just mad that she couldn't come up financially. And the day before she left to go to Guest Mob because she thought Isaac Guest was going to give her money, I had checked in on her. And then she went to them and she's like, Breezy never DMs me. She never checked on me. She knew I was struggling, blah, 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 blah. It's like, bitch, I did. Or like Hugh, she truly, genuinely thinks I did something to her. She was mad that I didn't take her side when she was fighting with Aaron. I mean, they were both grown women getting into it. Like, for one thing, Erin's my best friend. I'm always going to have her back. But for two, like, I feel like grown women can handle their own shit. Like, why do I need to step into a fight that has nothing to do with me? Like, they just didn't like each other, right? Anyway, so I'm saying all this to say the drama can be fun sometimes. I love shit talking just as much as the next person. But there's like a long line of people who truly go around acting like I'm the worst person and I've done so much to them. And meanwhile, all I've done is stand my ground and stand up to them or not get involved in the bullshit until I have to be involved in the bullshit. And then, the Kimberlina thing, it was like, bitch, I tried to help you. I tried to help you. Yeah, for me, this is the show. This is the drama that's entertaining. Sadly, it's happening. It's okay. I mean, unless Joe comes here, I don't think there'll be any issues. But here's the thing. Okay, so remember yesterday when we were doing the puppy stream and I was getting all these fucking weirdos in chat? I do believe some of those people were Missy Moo, right? But I think it was Specs. Because not long after that, I went into Hakate's live to thank her for viewing my stream. Like, thank you. Sure. I'm probably going to do more of it. Review away. Anyways, and she's talking all this shit saying that she lives, I forgot if it was 4 hours away from me and she could be here in 2 or whatever else. Anyways, I guess I'm just looping at this point. I don't know. It was fun to be involved in the drama for a little bit, but like I said, I have a life. I have things going on. I'm really only talking about this because I don't know. It's like, how do these people act so offended and like I'm truly doing shit to them when meanwhile I'm outside sweeping dirt, chasing around dogs, whatever else. Like, all I do is stand up for myself. I used to be somebody who was walked all over. And one day I decided that wasn't going to happen anymore. And people don't like it when you come at them with truth for some reason. It really gets under their skin. Hey, Lily. 2 hours, she said. Good luck, Joe. It seems like all the weirdos are from Chico. No offense if you're from there, but like the two insane people who are obsessed with me, Specs and Busy, like I don't understand. Chico doesn't really have a good rep in my mind at this point. All right, let's see. I want to change my background because it's distracting me and I feel like I need something darker. I don't think that helped at all. Well, ooh, all right, we're going with that. Can you guys see everything okay? Hopefully. Back to boring after January. I don't understand who has the time to troll someone like that, bitch. I have shit to do. I'm busy. I don't know. Anything I do or have to say is from my own account with my own picture. I clearly have no problem speaking my mind. What does Joe think would happen if she just came onto, let's say, Breezy's property uninvited? Like, it won't go well. Well, her van is broken right now. It doesn't work, so we don't have to worry about that. It didn't pass the smog check. Isn't today YouTube payday? It is, and I don't think Foodie's getting paid. I already got the email from AdSense. I did. I already got the email. It said to be expecting my payment. I wonder if Chantal got that email. I wonder if Chantal got it. Okay, you guys. So from Twitter, from here on out, it's a variety of foodie beauty stuff, girl world stuff, some Kimberlina tweets. I think you guys, or DMs, I think you guys need to see. And because Joe was running her mouth so much, I have a clip. Most of you guys have already seen it, but I'm going to show it at the end just to remind people that I have all my teeth. All right. So Foodie Beauty is still door dashing, even though she doesn't have any money and she's not getting paid and they caught it. I guess she was showing her phone. Who can afford to DoorDash all the time? I couldn't tell you the last time I DoorDashed something. It's at least been, I don't know, God. It's been a minute, okay? Usually the only thing I would DoorDash was like Portos when I was having horrible anxiety and I couldn't eat. But that wasn't even daily. My anxiety is pretty much under control. So, maybe 2 months. I don't know. It's been a minute. But who can afford to just DoorDash cat food and all that? Well, I'm sure you can, but who would want to? Like, that's money. It feels like you're just throwing away all those fees. And Foodie, it's not wise to DoorDash when you don't have any income coming in. Are you going to rage today when you don't get your check? Mrs. Morris said at least she bought the cat food. True, but good Lord, woman, it's across the street. It's like a 4-minute walk, isn't it? Why wouldn't you just save like $7 in delivery fees and just walk the 4 minutes? Oh, because it's Chantel. Maybe Foodie is afterpaying. Maybe now we know you can, which seems so dumb to me. Don't get in debt over DoorDash. Please. Fat Cow said, what's this nonsense? No videos on the channel at all. 4.7K followers. Was scheduled to do a stream today at 4 p.m., but no show. Now scheduled for Tuesday. What's up, Foodie? Didn't feel up to it. Okay, so I know supposedly she's having a THC withdrawal. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but how bad can it really be? Have you ever been through an actual withdrawal from like alcohol or heroin or pills or something like that? To me is a withdrawal where you're like shaking, sweating, cold at the same time, vomiting, yeah, everything hurts, right? Like a headache maybe. I don't believe she's only on weed though. I don't. And I know this has been part of, oh, I'm detoxing. Like, how come you never went through this when you went to Kuwait or when you went to Syria? Why is it all of a sudden? So, what are you really withdrawing from? When I took myself off Xanax 13 years, yes, it was neutral and I did it myself and I shouldn't have, but I did. I only door dashed and I'm, by the way, Trauma. I've missed you and I'm proud of you because she's full of shit. Her whole life is bullshit, though. That sweating was next level and now she's back in the hijab. One of the many reasons I never want to go near alcohol again is I remember how brutal it was, like towards the end, the shaking, the like, I would throw up as soon as I would drink because my body was rejecting alcohol at this point, but yet I had to have it. It was so miserable. Like I would throw up, but then I'd have to drink again. And then I'd throw up and everything hurt. I was hot and cold at the same time. It was like the worst flu I have ever experienced. I don't know. Anyways, so Foodie probably has a headache and is tired. But then how much, okay, if we're to believe it's only from THC, how much was she really doing? Bunny, hello, hello. She's definitely on snow because if you watched her Patreon, she's too fidgety. So people are saying, I know a lot of people think she's back on it because she's going to try to lose weight fast. She's done that before. Hold on, I feel like I had clips before. Maybe it'll be somewhere in this. There was somewhere on this Twitter where she had admitted to all the drugs she was doing with Natter. It was like meth and coke and this and that, and I think poppers, she said too. Maybe it's somewhere on my Twitter. Oh my gosh. I am so mad I'm seeing this right now again. Do you know that these were on sale for $10 on Walmart.com? And I really didn't know about it until my mother told me, can you order this for me? And I said, okay. And then I clicked on it and it was so fucking cute. And so I got us both a size medium, but only hers came. They said they had to cancel my order because the medium was out. And by the way, her sweater looked very cute. She already wore it. She wore it the night I think we went on the carriage ride. It's all soft on the inside and it's just Christmas perfection. And only my mother got this sweater. I'll never let her live that down. I think next year I'm going to take it from her. Hold on. I am going in the opposite direction, but I really want to hear this again.
Literally no incentive. Like he hasn't asked me for a dime. He has a job. Like there's literally no, he wants me. If he was using me, and needed my money, why does he want me to? He doesn't want me to. Why am I not doing live streams every day? Why am I not making money then this way? Like, excuse me? No, that's not even true. Why does he want want me to go there for months at a time and not have to worry about friggin' working? You know, like, get a life. You don't know the situation. You don't know him at all. Like, literally.
Okay, well, I guess we'll see if he comes around after today. I guess. Do you guys want a puppy cam later for like a half hour, 45 minutes before the rain comes? It's about to rain for like 5 days straight. So there's not going to be a whole lot of outside to be had for the next few days. And I'm going to be outside with them anyways. And maybe we can continue the shit talking over on that stream and say I'll bite my tongue until then and we'll vape. Let me know. Press 1 if you're down for that. All right. I'm assuming I have the meth and coke tweet somewhere on this. I just want to make sure I didn't miss it. Oh, apparently FFG was in Twitter jail for 7 days. So I went and reported more of her tweets. Anyways, Chris Feldman, her brother, said, Christmas is in 7 days. I legit have said the same thing to everyone that asks about drugs. No drugs that I know of. I'm starting to see where they're coming from. Are you okay? This shit is nuts. She put 7 fucking days. Eat shit. Oh, her tweet about saving him from pew-pews is what got reported. 1, it's amazing. Oh, good. You guys are down for it? Okay, so after this stream, whenever we're done talking about Chantal, I need to jump in the shower and stuff. And then, I don't know, I guess whenever this ends, look for me an hour after that. And then we'll go outside and we will vape. Okay, what is this? She did say that and deleted the video soon after. It was the same video where she said that Count Cracula, this is the tweet I think, went into some poor woman's house and got off. Then the next day put out this post. Are we equal? So this is a community post from Foodie Beauty. Are we equal? Gave me Molly, meth, coke, GBH to try and make me more excited. Threatened to beat my best friend, slapped me across the face, grabbed my face, punched my arms, flicked lit smoke at me, overcharged me for drugs by hundreds, lost thousands in gambling of my money, lied every day, cheated, gave me 3 STDs, hid my keys behind the fridge, took my phone and looked through it, threw my purse across the room, and screamed in my face and grabbed my face because I wanted to go home to see Pete's, screamed at me for wanting therapy, swatted at my cat, gave 2 grams of coke to an ex that I paid for, had an unaccounted for pregnancy test in your bathroom, rat guy's girlfriend is 85, I paid for everything, and much more, pressured me into sexual acts that I hated, and me? Aw, I sent you pissed off messages, boo-hoo. But how do you not feel crazy that you say he did all these things and you still chased him and wanted him back and you would still get back with him tomorrow? Like, how do you get back with somebody who gave you 3 STDs and gambled all your money away and is getting other people potentially pregnant, which is insane to me? Oh my gosh. It's Christmas time in Girl World. All our letters to Santa have been answered. Now what do we do? BBJ Rescue 2.0? Who is this? Is that supposed to be her? Huh. Some of this is a stretch. She doesn't want therapy, true. And how do you take somebody back that swats at your cat? If anybody even yelled at my dog, they'd be banned for life, blocked, rejected. Ew. Anyways, okay, we already read this tweet. I just dropped my phone. Hold on. Oh. Sadly, the AI pics make her look far too good. Yes, they really, really do. Anyway, so Foodie was standing people up, but she did eventually go live. 500 pounds and no money said, not Foodie talking about being on a higher vibrational level. Sweetie, the only vibrations you're giving off, oh my God, are seismic, and only when you walk.
I'm not going to be putting up with anyone's crap. Like, I'm not going to want to surround myself with people who are on a lower vibrational level than I am. So maybe it'll be even a lonelier place, or maybe I'll start to attract people who are more positive and have like-minded interests, like who are also on health journeys and stuff. I don't know. I'm not going to be putting up with anyone's crap. Like,
I don't want to hear this health, happy, positivity BS out of her. If everything was fine and dandy and she was able to change, she would have already. Her life is shit. I don't think she knows how to fix it at this point. Okay, Foodie Beauty's Good Night stream starts with 48 seconds of muttering and blackness. Off to a great start. Wow. And Wilson wants to know why I'm not hopping on sniping. Is just chatting even content? Chat is telling her, thank you, Lori, for the recap, by the way. Chat is telling her she's in freaking Vanta Black darkness, but she won't do anything to light up the screen. I don't know if it's because I'm on the replay, but I literally see this. Wow. Chat is displeased with the live stream quality that looks like an 8-bit ultrasound, kind of like a floating head, a tiny bit better. It's giving horror movie. This is like found footage of a horror movie. When people saying floating head, I always think of Adventures of Baron Munchausen. Says her pastry sauce went bad. I don't know what that is. Sorry for the crappy quality of the stream versus her usual stellar productions. Do Twitch affiliates get paid less than Twitch partners? You guys will get used to the ads. No, they will just fuck off or watch reaction channels. What I do know is there's an account called Stuff K Said, and they're on Twitter. So if you ever want to watch a Foodie Beauty live or whatever, they're recapping her everywhere. Twitch, Patreon, whatever else, and you don't see your favorite reaction channel on, search Stuff K Said on Twitter. Her Patreon is not worth the $4.99. I'm just gonna say it. I think I have like a small clip I can show you. You guys will get used to the ads. Yeah, I know everybody's been complaining about those. 15 minutes in near total darkness. Everyone commenting how the only thing the little bit of light touches is her greased up tooth. Oh my gosh. Hopefully tomorrow I'll feel a bit better, she says. She admitted she can't be arsed to turn a light on. Why doesn't she just get the clap on, clap off, the clapper? Asking about the most famous successful Twitch streamers, Folds will never. I wouldn't want 20 million people watching me, she says. Complained about the stream being in vertical, like anyone can tell. It's at least 3 months like this. Oh my God. I already met the payment threshold. What are you talking about without any other context? Queen Jellybean is right. Are you not worried that you're not going to make any money here? It will probably take till February or March before you make enough money on here to even withdraw your pay. Ophelia is either trolling or so new she doesn't have debt yet. Ophelia said, why are there so few? Why didn't regular watchers come over? That has to be Strawberries, who's obsessed with Taylor Swift. Lori said she didn't give a real answer to this question. That's so stupid. If you had to choose, would you be a Muslim the rest of your life or eat a nashi? Why wouldn't she just choose? Isn't she a Muslim again? I heard yesterday she put back on the hijab. Hey, Grunge. I think she's making about $70 a month on Twitch. Foodie. Hey, PQ. Foodie, you made $20K a month for years and have nothing to show for it. Shut it. Okay, she says, even if I don't get the money, I'm not going to be booted out on the street. I'm not going to scream and cry. So is your mom going to pay your rent? Thank you, Queen Jellybean, for inserting some intrigue. Foodie is annoyed by this. Queen Jellybean said, I'm not worried, but you know you're going to need to ask the community for money. So why not look for something that will actually make you money? So she says, we put out a lot of content there in Kuwait. That stuff that broke YouTube terms of service. Yeah, encourage your audience to go watch it. And they said, is that a nashi? Where did the nashi emoji come from? It looks gross even in an emoji. Said the person in recovery from her eating problems. Having to get basic Twitch information from Beezers. Oh my God. End stream, end of recap. Well, this is exciting. Are you guys all running over to Twitch the second she goes live for this? A shiny tooth? You could just look at yours in the mirror. The puppy playtime. I love them. Coco wore pajamas last night and she actually kept them on. I don't know if she still has them on now. I put her back in the room with my daughter. But she has these little pajamas with little legs and they're plaid and she looks like a lumberjack and it's so adorable. Anyways, all right. Future Becky Orefe said, didn't you accuse them? Oh, this is Rosie talk. Do we care about Rosie? Basically, this woman that she had like a million-year feud with, Planet with a palette or whatever. I think her name is Rain. So this person exposed Rosie, saying that Rosie stole her cane and faked a disability, blah, 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 blah. They've been fighting. I guess apparently they have talked. And even though they agreed to keep things private, Rosie makes a community post about it and how they made up. Even though she was just shit talking her in a live stream like 2 days ago, they made up. There's the tea. Rain and I agreed to keep our conversation private. Let me go make a community post real quick. That's insane to me. I feel like she threatened Rain. I could be wrong. I think you should name the author of your quote, someone told Chantal. Scapegoat said Pete's. Hey, Ma, I started to give up on Rosie when she thought Pulpy was doing something. Hey, Callie, how are you? Thank you for the cards you sent me. Tweety said, I guess she regained access to this old gaming channel because it's definitely active. But why not change the name? So Salon Chantal have a stream set up for December 23rd at 3 a.m. Interesting. Mystery Mondays. I guess we'll see what happens. Alexa said, for the love of God, it's never going to go anywhere, Chantal. You're too much of a hated persona. How does she not understand she has tarnished her own reputation? What she needs to be doing is Rumble or Kick, where losers like her go to. Well, this loser has a Rumble. I think it's fun over there. It's just hard for me to keep up a bunch of different platforms at once. I like knowing it's there because if I ever get demonetized or suspended or whatever, I can't stream, like I can go there and I can run my motherfucking mouth. I don't know, it felt more carefree. I don't know, I'm a happy loser Rumble, I guess. Rumble loser. Barbecue Chicken asked, is Chantal on drugs again? She quoted, grow through what you go through. Transform that pain. Let it shape you. Did that inspire you? I'll try again tomorrow. Foodie, we've all heard this a million times. I don't think this is anything none of us haven't heard. A lot of us are in recovery, doing what you're incapable of doing. Did it inspire you? Are you eating less today? Have you went to the gym in your apartment building? I guess I'll try again tomorrow. Cocaine and buttholes? Danny said, found the perfect Christmas gift for Chantal. New fancy ass candle collection to make you look all sophisticated and shit. Cocaine and buttholes? Huh. Not me getting ideas of this candle and who to gift it to make them open it on Christmas Day. Imagine my mom, my like super uber religious conservative mother opening this candle. I wouldn't do that to her. But the ideas I get sometimes in my brain. My sister would go with the joke. My mother, I don't know. I'm not trying to unalive her or anything. So I'll just save the candle for my sister. I'll tell her she still hasn't seen you. Perfect for your bathroom. Hey, worms. Is that what shaped her? Look at this. And she doesn't even have this hair anymore. Chantel's acting like she's coming off heroin. She really is. Lori said, sorry for the delay. Twitch kept giving me an error. Oh, that's okay. Lori, if you're listening, I don't know if you are. Thank you for doing these recaps. I appreciate them. I'll speak for myself. I would rather give you the view and you the like, and I'd rather shout out your Twitter than go watch Foodie and her shiny tooth over on Twitch. So keep doing what you're doing, and I will keep supporting you. Kristen said, fun fact, patreon.com Foodie for Thought is actually the 5th Patreon account Chantal has had over the years. Dell isn't the only one with spreadsheets. Wow. Do we remember how they all keep getting removed? Like, what rule is she breaking that she needs to keep creating them? Doesn't she have a million Twitches too? At what point would you just stop breaking rules and like just decide to follow things so you stop getting your accounts removed? Wait, what is this? Is this another Twitch recap? Did we read this one? I don't know. I guess we're going to see it. No, I don't remember any of these pictures. There. Oh, God, this is a long one. Ooh! Oh, motherfucker. Well, hold on, you guys. I got a little too click happy. Let me get back to where I was. I hate when that happens. It's really annoying. Eric, by the way, I reposted or I tweeted the, what's his name? Gary Busey's tweet. I can't remember what the person's name is. I think it was Busey. Anyways, something about the Twitch rules that you need to follow, and Foodie is probably breaking a majority of them. Okay, so what we do know is she's been live on Twitch. Nobody can really see her. There you go. Get back to where I was. Lily Specs is a good person. No, she's not. She's a liar. She's a liar. She supported Foodie. How good can she be? Genuinely curious. If she's a good person, why does nothing but bad things happen to her? She attracts what she is, and she's destined for jail, just like her father. All right, let me go back to sharing my screen. All right. I'm not sharing screen. I think I'm back to where I am. Hecate, I want a bacon necklace with real bacon. Is Hecate here? Hello. She's really gone downhill the past few years. Breezy doesn't fight. She's too mature. What good would it do? Who can't I see? Chantel got hair that looks like a barcode? Why ignore the one who loves you? Why? Why? Hi, Stella. You text me? Okay, hold on. I feel like I'm not seeing something that's going down. I'm in my own little world. I can't see Hecate. Hi, Hecate. I'm sus. It's all good. No fighting. Hey, Candy. I don't really watch Poppy. What happened with you and Chantel? Lily saw the light. She couldn't support Chantel's mods who say America is only for white people when she has a blended family. And she didn't start any drama. She just politely said, I'm still watching, Chantel. I'm just not in the chat. Like, I don't support what your mods have said. And then shit hit the fan and they lied about her. So she just decided to stop going around. Wasn't ignoring you. No, I just can't see her. Hecate, since you're here, I don't know if you heard what I said before. I don't like some of the things you do, but I find you very entertaining. And that is what I will say. You know what? And I'm going to do this too. I'm extending an olive branch. Do you guys know there was a rumor going around for the longest time about Hecate's sex work site, right? I guess you can leave reviews on people. I didn't know that was a thing. But it turns out somebody left a false review. And Monty knew about it, and he went live saying that this was a fact that she did these things. While she can be messy and get things wrong and definitely spiral and can be all about the drama sometimes, I don't think she is a predator, and I don't think she's a harm to children. So I will say that. Monty's full of shit. We all should know this by now. She's not perfect. She does fucked up shit. But if she wants to come spiral in our chat, we're not going to kick her out. Yeah, I'll give her a chance to. We've done shitty things to each other. This is the thing. This is the thing. Am I happy about her sharing my nudes? No. Am I happy about her editing poop over my butt? No. But I've also done some crappy things to her, right? So it is what it is. Sometimes in life we do shitty things. And what we do with that, we can either sit in the bullshit or we could just evolve, move on, and say, you know what, we fucked each other over sometimes. We weren't that kind to each other. Let's just have fun. I don't know. I just want to have fun on YouTube. Here's the thing, you guys. I'm so over the monotony of Chantel eating and farting and overindulging. Like, I need more excitement. I need to show more of stuff going on in my life because really it's far more exciting than anything Chantel is doing. I want people to come and they can say things to me. Again, I think children is where I'm going to draw the line. Like, I don't care if people come in and call me ugly. I don't care if people come in and call me fat. Let's just have fun, right? Let's just keep kids out of it. Um, Other than that, let people come in and talk shit. I talk a whole lot of shit, right? I talk a lot of shit. I run my mouth so much, sometimes more than I should. So I guess I should give people the opportunity to run it back at me, right? Hold on. I'm too scared to face Specs. No, I'm not. I just don't want her coming to my city. She's insane, and her dad was in prison for murdering his wife. Like, do you really think I want Specs around me? I'm not afraid of her. She's full of shit and she needs to own up to it. You blocked me, Specs, the day you lied about me in your motherfucking chat. You want to come up, Specs? How are you going to tell me how I feel? How are you going to sit on your live stream and don't be kind of, oh, Breezy, you said all Muslims are, you said you think all Muslims are this. Like, how are you going to tell me how I feel? I think you're a creepy lady, Specs. You should not be holding your nephew and thinking about what I'm saying about Chantel's husband. Is there a reason why you can't shower? Is there a reason why you're constantly depressed? You're using that as an excuse. You start a whole bunch of bullshit and then, oh, I'm depressed. Oh, my heart. Oh, this. Oh, that. You're obviously not too depressed to lie. You're obviously not too depressed to start shit. You blocked me that night in your chat. You're full of fucking shit. Anyways, I don't know who this person is. Joe. Oh, her name is Joe, since she wants to come to my city. Her name is Joe, and she's from a place called Chico, and she's a former Beezer who I guess had a falling out with Chantel. So she goes around to all the reaction channels trying to befriend everybody because she thinks that she's doing something to Chantel by being friends. Most of us try to give her a chance, but she's constantly offended. She started shit with Farrah too. Farrah put up a poll in her live stream about who is that crazy lady who was like naked in the ER and she was accusing the police officers of wanting to assault her. I can't think of what her name is. Anyways, Farrah had put up a poll saying, is so-and-so having a mentee B? And Spec spiraled, put up a bunch of community post rages, and then deleted them. Like, she's constantly offended. Stay out of girl world then. Pretend to be Elmo in your house that you get from the weird, creepy men paying you to act like you're 5, lady. J-Bay, that's it. She threatened to come to my city. She openly says she's from Chico. Openly. She says it on her live stream all the time. That's not doxing. Her name is literally Joe. She tells people in her live streams, you can call me Joe or Specs. She's got issues, yeah. Anyways, let's keep going. So if Specs wants to panel, we can. But you'd have to unblock me first, Specs. Can you? Can you put on your big girl panties? Not Monty. He's insane. Anyways, until Specs shows up. What now? Okay. Hakate wants you to go to her chat when you're done. I know, but here's the thing. She wants me to come up and yap it up. I have my daughter in her bedroom with her dog. Like, I can't be on a 12-hour live stream. So if she wants to set something up with me, she needs to email me and we'll plan a time where I can get my child out of the house. Do you know what I mean? Not like I'm sending her off on her way, but I could give my sister some money to take her for ice cream, or I don't know. But yeah, this is the thing. Like, I know Hakate wants me to panel on all this stuff, and I'm willing to, but it needs to be a set time. It needs to be a set time. I can't commit the next 3 days to whenever Specs decides she's not too depressed to show up and Kimberlina gets her boxed wine delivery, you know? Just look up Specs appeal. She's probably busy privating lives right now. It's what she does too. If you guys ever want a cow to watch, I'm telling you, you'll watch her for 5 minutes and think she's nice and normal. But if you stick around for 3 days, she'll be offended by you. She'll be offended by somebody. Some crisis will happen. She'll start shit, then cry drunk in her kitchen and blame everybody else for her problems. But look up Specs Appeal. There you go. You envy Specs' forehead? Oh, definitely. Where are my wrinkles? That woman has had a hard life. Okay, so just FYI, here's a tweet. You can also report her Patreon if you feel inclined to. I'm not promoting it. It seems like she's already lost enough. Let her lose it on her own for breaking some sort of terms of service. Empress said the problem with Chantel is that there's too many receipts online. Building her imaginary hug box fantasy is going to be difficult when being called out after every other sentence.
I have people who are already, you know, invested in my journey. So I just thought it would be a good idea, since, you know, I don't feel comfortable monetizing this journey of recovery on YouTube or on.
Yeah, you don't feel comfortable. You can't. That's the difference. You don't feel comfortable, which number one, you definitely would have, but you can't because you're not monetized on either one. And also, this whole entire time, I'm just thinking, girl, you couldn't even sit up for this. You could not even sit up for this, really?
Twitch, because my YouTube channel was demonetized recently on YouTube for discussing content, and I understand that. You know, I'm not bitter about it. I get it, and I can totally understand, you know, their point of view as well. And it is what it is. I'm moving on with it, but I do want to have a place where I can earn some income as well as share my story.
Hi,
and maybe,
Sandra.
you know, it can relate with other people. And
I like the pillow too.
yeah, we can bounce.
I will say, though, ripping people 3 ways to try to monetize is not going to work out in your favor in the long run. But you know what? You cannot tell her anything.
Comments off of one another, and we can maybe start a little community of support. I don't know. Anyways, I don't feel comfortable talking in detail, like
Who's
gnarly
Unicorn?
details about you know, what it's like to like withdraw from cannabis, for example, or withdraw from being married, or, you know, stuff like that. So it's just like my personal thoughts that I'm going to talk about on here.
When you went through a divorce out there, did you withdraw from being married?
And I'm just going to have one base fee per month. So as you can see, I'm all cozy. I'm like self-soothing right now. I know it doesn't look it. My hair is awful, but I did, you know, wake up and had a shower. So basically, like, just to rewind, 3 nights ago, let me just get the exact date, because then we'll be able to keep track of how long I've been sober.
Hakate, if you're here, I literally just took a screenshot to prove I don't have Specs blocked. She has me blocked. And I just sent it to Free the People if he can get it to you. I have plenty of receipts. I am just dying to show. Anyways, I don't understand Chantal. This is so fucking stupid. Oh, Unicorn was the person talking. Sorry. My mind is going in like 20 different places. Yes, that's Unicorn Pondu. Thank you for the clip, Empress. I don't know. I'm sure you can detox from anything. I mean, caffeine. I get a caffeine headache if I don't have caffeine in the morning. Sugar. You definitely feel the effects when you cut carbs and sugar out of your diet, right? You feel it when you stop smoking. You feel it when you stop drinking. You feel it when you stop using. So do I believe she's feeling something? Yes. Do I believe that it's going to take her a week to recover? No. I don't believe that it's weed that she's only on. I'm sorry. Like, I have a THC.
I have people who are already,
listen,
you know, invested in my journey.
Shut the fuck up. I have a THC vape right here in front of me, and I hit this shit throughout the day. Not once am I slurring, stumbling out of it. In fact, I'm pretty damn productive. This morning already, I've unloaded and loaded the dishwasher, done a load of laundry. It's actually still in the dryer. I do need to fold it. I've pooper scooped the backyard, watered my daughter's garden. I mean, I'm pretty damn productive, and it's only 9:45. So there's that. Hey, Sandy. Nicole, hello. Did she get paid? We don't know yet. I'm assuming she didn't. I got an email about 8 a.m. from Google saying to check my AdSense account because a payment's on the way. So if Foodie Beauty was going to get paid, she would have got that email, and wouldn't she have posted it somewhere to prove all the haters wrong and she's in fact getting paid? I mean, doesn't that seem like a Chantel thing to do? I guess we'll see. I emailed you maybe a month ago. It may have went to your spam. Lily, are you on Twitter? A bunch of us are on there, and you might have better luck if you can you get a Twitter? And Nicole's on there. You can DM her just straight that way. And then I'd like to get you into Discord and you can chat with us in there. So, can you get Twitter at least for a day? That would be great. Anyways, Enigma said she's on uppers again or something because she said she can't eat because she's not hungry and she's dizzy and very hyper. What we do know is she's used cocaine to lose weight before. So, I mean, would it really surprise you if she was using it again? I think Salah told her she has to get healthy before he'll even consider taking her back.
I feel like it. I don't feel like eating really right now. I should have forced it, eh? Just myself. Come. What do? What does this do? I don't feel like cooking. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like eating really right now. I should have forced it, eh? Just wait till I'm hungry. When did I last go out? I wanted to go out today, but I don't know if I'm like well enough. Like I don't want to pass out. I'm really like weird and dizzy and jittery and not well. And I'll probably be that way for another few days. Yes, I am a recovering addict. Yes, I am. You don't get to tell me I'm not, so shut up. I'm protecting my mental health this journey. I don't care about the money part. I don't care. Once I'm better, if I have to go to work, I will. But screw everyone who's negative. I'm blocking you all right now. Twitch is. I feel like it. I don't feel like eating really right now. I should have forced it, eh? Just wait till I'm
By the way, for the people, I feel bad when I'm like, oh, what? Not again. I truly please message me the things I'm missing. I think sometimes I'm worried about losing my train of thought and then I sound like a bitch. But please, if you guys want me to see things, feel free to text me and then just say, check your phone. And even if I sound annoyed, keep annoying me. Okay, so apparently she's dragging her leg when she walks. I'm telling you, when I had a stroke, I always say the name backwards. I can't remember if it's foot drop or drop foot. Okay. I always switch them up. But I had that. My foot was completely down and I had to walk with the walker for a bit and it would drag. And then to get my foot to move, I almost had to do this gallop and flop my foot out. Anyways, you can come back from that. But here's the thing. After I had my stroke, I didn't get sober right away. In fact, I took my walker to the liquor store. Yes, I did. I would walk across a busy street with my walker, stopping things to get my 211. Anyways, I feel like she has that. And I don't know, I came back from the stroke because I was young enough and I was also stubborn. And alcohol was really important to me. So little stroke wasn't going to hold me down. But I don't think if she truly had one, she'd be able to come back from it. So, but maybe this is a warning sign. I know you could get foot drop when there's neurological issues going on. If you're having spinal issues, whatever else. Anyway, she can't walk properly. And I think we need to go full screen for this. Specs, you're not blocked. Show yourself if you're here. You have all this stuff to say. I'm in the mood to play. Sorry, I was reading my text. Just breezing today at mail.com. Her fupa is too big. That's why she walks like that. That's true. She's got some massive fupa balls. I don't know what it's like to have balls. So maybe when you have them, it affects your walking. She's got big ones too. Fondue said doesn't bend her knees and noticeably drags her dead leg. No wonder why she had to take so many breaks to get to the Walmart entrance. Stank leg. Do the stanky leg. The goth said she's been dragging that dead leg for years, but it's still funny. Dust said, dang, she's been dragging that leg for a minute. Remember they were in Kuwait walking the desert at nighttime? I'm pretty sure. And you could see the shadow of her dragging her leg along. Oh, I found it. Time stamped. Okay.
And
wait, where did it go?
I have my iced Americano.
Oh, fuck my life. Hold on. Okay, time stamped.
And I have my iced Americano I'm finishing. So, gonna walk
She does still have glass.
for another 10 minutes. We walked a little bit together.
Her leg also must weigh a lot. We have to consider that. If your leg weighed 500 pounds by itself, would you exactly be picking it up and skipping? Acadia said she's still lucky she hasn't developed lymphedema in her legs like Amber. We don't know if she has. We don't see them. They look pretty swollen to me. Are your ankles supposed to be fat? I have a bone sticking out of mine. My daughter just texted me, Coco is howling for you. Coco's going to have to let me work because she has a bone addiction, so we have to work to support it. So she doesn't bend her knees properly and noticeably drags her dead leg. That's pathetic. Foodie can get health insurance. Now I think therapy and dental free. She could have a complete glow up and therapy help her a lot. She could have a glow up. And if she saved some of her money, I mean, she could do what Brittany Cartwright is doing. She did like a mommy makeover, a tummy tuck, got her chin done, I think a boob lift or a reduction. I don't know. Either way, they look great. But she could do that. If I had the fuck you money, I would do a whole glow up. See, but my glow up would be like extensions. That would be my glow up. Extensions and a new nose because mine doesn't work, so it's useless. I just feel like it's there just for like looks. Neurospicy said, spotted the cat drinking out of the pot Chantel filled and put on the stove to turn out later in the latest AYS stream. Do you not give her fresh water that she has to drink out of every single glass and pot around? Yikes. Well, if Foodie can't wash her hair, what are the odds she's giving her cat fresh water daily? I mean, this woman's been pretty out of it. Do you think she's even remembering to feed the kitten? I can't get too invested into this cat. I love her and she's adorable, but I know she's temporary and I know Foodie is going to abandon her. And I know that I'm in California and there's not fuck all I can do. I just hope that when Foodie inevitably abandons her, she goes to a really good home. That's what I truly want. My cat gets fresh water daily with her food. Yeah, I mean, my dogs get fresh water multiple times a day. With all the playing they do, they sure drink water. But I mean, would you want to drink 3-day-old water sitting around? Would you? Neurospicy Life said, what the actual fuck? Y'all know I had a bad injury a few years back that temporarily paralyzed most of my foot. But JFC, even I didn't have a foot drag that bad. What the hell is going on with her leg? It's like it's dead all the way up to her knee. It could be she has a history of blood clots. You know, my friend, she lost her leg. And I like sharing her story just because I'm so fucking proud of her. And I've watched her work hard to get it, like through physical therapy. I've watched her fall using crutches, all kinds of things, right? And then finally she got her leg and it was cherry red. It is cherry red. And it's like the sexiest prosthetic leg I've ever seen in my life. It's so cool. But she was having symptoms in her like thigh. She was getting tingling. And then at one point she just couldn't feel her leg anymore. And then it turned gray. Right. And so she went to the hospital and obviously like they had to amputate it and everything. And she not kind of had a history. Like she had a crazy history like me as far as, drugs, alcohol and stuff like that. Anyways, I'm saying all this to say she got sober and this shit happened. So, I mean, if it can happen in sobriety when you're considerably doing better and healthier and nothing bad is in your system anymore, why the fuck couldn't it happen to Chantel, who has a history of blood clots and overuses everything that she could get her fat little hands on? You know? She's very belly heavy. It probably is her fupa that's making her walk that way. I mean, I don't think we realize just how low that thing goes. When she's sitting, it touches her knees. So there's that. I don't know why people are stunned by what she did here, Enigma said. This isn't nothing new. She did this with her back scratcher and ate mac and cheese with it. It was on the floor first before using it as a utensil. So this is the main clip everybody's been talking about today. It's disgusting, but like she also sucked off a man with a green penis. So, I mean, are we really surprised by this? Oh my God. Here's the thing, user Sandy. I'm not doing anything to Specs. What would you like me to stop doing? Saying that she's a liar? She is. Just because whatever she thinks she heard or whatever thought that she really has about Muslims, like just because she has it in her head that that's what I said and that's how I feel, it doesn't make it true. And what we're not going to do is going around to the world saying Breezy thinks all Muslims are XYZ when I have hijabi people that come hang out in my chat. So I'm sorry. Specs is the one who has been lying about me, going around town, posting about me, sucking up to Busy Little Bee, all kinds of things, and now threatening to come to my city because I told the truth about her. So what exactly would you like me to stop doing? Existing because I'm minding my own business, only responding to the lies she's saying. You know, so you can tell her to stop running her mouth about me and we can all move along. I'm still going to consider her a cow though, and I'm still going to tell people to fucking watch her, but you know, there's that. Oh my God. This is disgusting. I'm pretty sure she has a fungus on her head. I don't know. Maybe the scalp fungus she's ingesting will be the thing to take her out. I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's nasty. It's Chantel. People are reporting her to Patreon, and I just needed you to see that. She's still talking. Yes, she hasn't stopped. She's gone live to get drunk and cry about me. She's told her subscribers, I'm a bully. I'm this, I'm that. Like, I watch in silence. I watch the shit show. I watch her lie about me, and I've just responded today. Like, she's crazy. She's absolutely crazy. Some DTHC said, we all knew YouTube terms of service. Well, we all knew you knew YouTube terms of service. You thought that you were safe and gave a big fuck you and now want to lie. I bet you lied to Salah also. You guys thought I forgot about you? No way. Okay, what is this?
My boss said I can't promote self-harm content on my channel, which I'm not doing, so.
Okay, well, all I know is now I want to watch the full video. So that's from Knock Knock, It's Karma. So I did see this. Hold on, I hit my vape. Sorry. I hit my vape during that clip and it was a good one. Yeah, I seen it go down on live, but I didn't know she was still she hasn't shut up. Like, I've been the only one to bite my tongue. We were nice to her over here. That's the thing. We were nice to her. We welcomed her. I sent people over. But what I'm not going to do is let her lie about me. Like, you guys who have watched me for a long time, have you ever heard me say that I think all Muslims F animals? Have you ever heard those words leave my mouth? That I feel that way? Or do I say that I think there's things I don't like in all religions? Do I think Salah's creepy with animals? Yeah, I do. I really, really do. So I don't know what to say. Oh gosh. I think I could play this 33-second clip from her stream talking over tandoori dinner, day 4, no cannabis.
You guys, my cat will legit play fetch with me. Watch this.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a
Good girl.
and a happy
Good girl.
New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
I had to turn down the song. I'm sorry. Okay, well, that's what you get on Patreon. You better go sign up for $4.99. I know she put on a hijab and now she's dropping being a Muslim again, but I thought yesterday she put it back on. Anyways, if we're Muslim, I thought wishing people a Merry Christmas. I could have swore we read this rule together. It was supposed to be worse than murder, but we're playing Christmas music. Interesting. It's the 21st, and I know who isn't getting paid. This is from yesterday, Kristen said. Chantal. Medicinal Pot has said, please let her come on, Ragey. Please. Please. We need a rage. Scratching your head with the fork just isn't going to get your views. I don't know what to say. We've seen you do it with the back scratcher. We've seen you get 3 STDs. We've seen it all. Customer Service 101 said, all the people in her chat, when they saw her take the fork she's eating her plantains with out of her mouth and scratch her greasy, sweat-soaked skull and put it back into the plantains and use it to eat more. Ew. Sue, sometimes there are reasons for stereotypes. Sorry, definitely not. Sorry. Sue, did I say hi to you? I hope I did. Any religion that condones killing women and children ain't cool in my book. Yeah, there's definitely things I don't like. Definitely. And here's the thing too. I feel like people want to paint me a certain way because I openly say I stand with Israel. It's what I believe I'm supposed to do. Does that mean that I think Israel's perfect? Again, no, but it's what I fully believe deep down in my heart. I'm supposed to be an ally. I'm supposed to stand with them. I'm supposed to let people who are Jewish out there know that they are welcome in my chat. And that's what I believe in my heart. And nobody's going to make me feel wrong for that. And nobody's going to make me feel that I hate a whole group of people because of who I stand with. Everybody does what they feel is right based on their religion, right? Since I was born, I feel like I've been told Israel is the apple of God's eye. Those are God's people. We stand with them. We protect them. And there's not a million things that I truly, truly believe deep down since I've been told that I was born, but that's just one thing I truly do. So if you want to paint me as XYZ because of who I stand with, then that's on you. Whoever needs to hear that. Nor do I, Sue. I don't give a minute. Fuck who wants to call me phobic, anything. Guess what we have in America? The 1A, which means we can voice our opinions whether you like it or not. And this just happens to be my channel where I can voice my opinions. You know, this is my place to say how I feel, what I believe. It doesn't mean I'm 100% right. It doesn't mean that you out there have to agree with me. For the longest time, I played it safe and I tried to be politically correct and I tried to be a place where everybody all is welcome and da-da-da-da-da. And you know who that affected? Me. That affected me. I had to constantly be offended. I constantly had to gatekeep what was allowed to be said in here. And I don't want to do that. I'm Christian. I stand with Israel. I voted for Trump. If you want to cancel me, do it now. I mean, I don't know what to say. Buttered Crumpet said baldy locks and the 3 hairs. Oh, gosh. I mean, mean, sometimes I want to feel bad for making fun of her hair. And then I remember all the shit she's talked about me. You're bald. You're a bald, Betty. You should just shave that shit and own it. You don't want to shampoo it anyways. Make your life easier. You know? And I believe that's where life will end. When the Lord comes and he takes us, I've been working on going to heaven all my life. Breezy, this is why I love you. I love you too. I love you too. I'm not a perfect Christian. I'm not a perfect person. Okay. I've gone through all the phases, being mad at God, being angry at God, denying God, questioning if he's real. I've gone through all the phases. And you know what? It all led me back to God. It did. My life is better with God. My life is better since I've been saying what I believe. I'm happier. I need God because I'm so imperfect, because I'm flawed, because I make mistakes, because I'm a sinner, because I'm unwell, because I'm not the most sane person on this planet. I need God. I just do. Dude, is that her hair? It is. Me too. Voted for Trump. Don't care who hates me over it. We need to fix this country. And Biden wasn't doing it. See, I voted for Biden. And then I realized that he wasn't good. I don't know what else to say. Does it mean that I think Trump is the next coming Christ? No. But I also don't believe he's racist. I also don't believe what people say because I've done my own research, right? If I was just going by what the world said alone, I would believe that Charlie Kirk was a racist. Do you know I even believed that for a second just based on what everybody said? And then I did my own research. And he wasn't. I think in every single community and group of people, there's people that work hard and there's people that want to do the bare minimum and get rewarded for it, right? I don't think he's wrong that they're like, do you know my life would have been better if I waited till I was married to have sex? Seriously, like there's certain things that he says that are true. Does it mean that I think he walks on water? No, but there's a lot of things that he said. I even heard him say, people are like, oh, Charlie Kirk hated gay people. No, he didn't. He didn't. Do your research. I had that screenshot or the screenshot pic of Foodie. People need to think for themselves. Yes. If you go by optics alone and you just believe what Twitter says or social media says or the news is saying, based on optics alone, like they'll have you believing everything, right? But like everybody needs to do their own research. I did mine and I changed my views. That's it. That's all. Anyways, Lazy said, y'all are so funny. Never stop. Keep sharing these photos. She's going to be raging about a reaction channel when she doesn't get her money. And we just need to remind her that we all have hair and she doesn't. Same. I don't believe Trump is the do all be almighty. I don't agree with everything he does, but I did vote for him. He gets shit done. He does. He gets shit done. Shenanigans said Chantel scratching her oily scalp with a fork between bites. Are you serious on YouTube? Man, I hate that woman.
Sit, watch the screen.
Antidepressants make you feel, they just take the edge off.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Lovely.
Maybe she just needed some seasoning. I don't know what to say. That's fucking nasty. Sebby's World said she's back in the hijab. She's trying to appeal to new fools who don't know her lore or the truth about how she's an animal abuser, a scammer, and a grifter. She thinks that's how she's going to reinvent herself. It's not because she's changed. The cycle be cycling. I can't keep up. Are we in the hijab today or not? I would never cut anyone out of my life for their political views. Same, be kind. Same. I guess this is how I feel. When I voted Democrat, liberal, whatever you want to call it, I mean, I don't know. I generalize Republican, and conservative, and I know they're the same but different. Anyways, you know what I'm trying to say. When I voted a certain way, I wanted everything to be fair. That's what I wanted more than anything. But I was exhausted because you constantly have to fucking be offended. Like, you constantly have to be fighting for a certain cause. And if you're not as passionate about it, then you're not really a liberal, whatever else. Like, life is never going to be fair. It's just not. And the best thing we can do is prepare people for the life of the reality that it is today. You know, life is never going to be fair. Nobody's just going to be given money. Nobody's just going to be allowed to seal for 12 hours and be paid millions of dollars. But then if you look, right, what actual people that vote a certain way want, like, I don't know. Do you know in New York, they're trying to make it if you own property, they could just have the homeless come live on it? I don't know. There's just certain things, right? Like, why? Like, if you own a property, why should you have to shelter other people who are probably choosing it? And here's the reality, too. Like, I know everybody thinks that homeless people don't choose it. There's some that don't. There's some people who are down on their luck and have no family. But speaking as somebody who had a roof over my head and chose to go out and be homeless, there's a lot of people who just don't want to live by the rules of society. They don't want to work. They don't want to pay taxes. They just want to get high all day, right? But again, that's not the reality of everybody. There's a few people who have to live in their car because they left a bad situation and have no family to help them. There's people who lost their job and there's no backup plan, right? It's shitty. And those people don't deserve it, and I pray for them. But again, speaking as somebody who like had a car, a job, a roof over my head, a loving family, things going for me, I was like, fuck this shit. I want to drink and get high, you know? By that logic, then all the politicians that own big houses like Newsom and Nancy Pelosi should do the same thing. House the homeless. If they did that in California, I mean, I don't know. There's already shit going down. I don't think they want anybody to own property anymore. And I feel that deep in my soul. I think they want to take away family homes. They want everybody to live in apartments and stuff like that. There's shit that happens. And you can't tell me, like, I've lived in California 42 years. I've seen fires happen. I've seen them get contained, but like whole cities were taken out, right? And it just happened to be in places where they wanted to build those minute cities. All the homes, like, I mean, in the Palisades and all those places where houses have been in families for like generations, right? Like, there's a lot of old money in California where houses get passed down, things like that. I don't know that anybody these days, I think, like, this is kind of sad. The American dream is almost dead. Like, who can afford to get married, buy a home, have 5 kids and all that? Like, nobody can anymore, right? Nobody can. Anyways, I don't know. I'm on a whole tangent right now. I say that as a broke ass bitch. I work for my money and I don't expect a handout at all, ever. And for context, I worked for a former president. Laura, you have the coolest fucking life. This guy said the way you are so ignorant on political issues is fucking astounding. I'm sorry you feel that way. Go do your research. Google is free. Don't believe everything you read on Twitter. I work a full-time job and I don't want or need handouts, basically, Bunny said. Let's not throw shade at anyone. I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to say my thoughts on my channel. You know, nobody has to agree with me. Anyways, Tired AF said, why is she acting like she's never quit the marijuana before? Why is it such a traumatizing experience all of a sudden? I don't know. Why wasn't it traumatizing when she landed in Kuwait? Or then again in Syria? I don't believe it's just weed. But that's just me. Oh, okay. Well, that just says who Specs is, one of those liberal mental illness types. I got all I need to know from this conversation. That's pretty much what she is, constantly offended. I don't know. I don't know why she's on the internet if she's going to be constantly offended. Anyways, W's World says she's only been back for 1 month. And prior to that, she raised close to $8,000 in donation money for her move. Plus, she got her YouTube paycheck for $4 to $5 grand, plus 1 month free rent. Now she's living paycheck to paycheck. What the fuck? Well, she's not even going to get a paycheck. So there's that. Oh no. Cardboard box bees incoming. Holy shit. More of this. She is just so unfortunate looking. That's the only words I could think of. I mean, would you believe this was a woman if you just stumbled across her? She looks like a retired circus clown. I don't know. That's the best way I could describe it. No offense if you're a circus clown out there and you like run marathons or something and you happen to be retired. But doesn't she look like a 60-year-old retired circus clown with a gambling and drinking and corn hub addiction? Tell me that's not what she looks like. Yes, Shade, no one is ever happy no matter what is said. That's true. That's true. No one is happy. There's going to be somebody who disagrees with us, who thinks we're ignorant, who whatever else. I feel like we have to hear a lot of one side, but then like if you're not open to that side, and again, be kind, this isn't about you, but in general, it's like no politics. We don't talk about that here, but like, I don't know. It's really unavoidable. And why can't we talk about it? You know, I think the dogs are getting crazy. Let me finish up this stream and then I'm going to shower and then we're going to go outside and we're going to vape and we're going to watch the puppies play because it's going to rain for the next 5 days. V said, or Chachi, I just almost called her Chantel. Chachi, I know Coco's out there, but you guys have to let me work, okay? I try not to be on people's looks or things they can't change about themselves, but when you really let yourself go, it's kind of hard to not. I openly talk about anybody's looks who's talked about mine, and no, I don't feel bad. Specs has talked about mine. Her teeth are busted. So is her face. Chantel has talked about mine. She's bald, barren, and a glutton. You know, so there's that. Sassy Cat said, did Foodie cut her hair with a weed whacker? That is the haircut of someone mentally unwell. Oh my gosh. How do you miss those chunks right there? Well, she was high. That's how. Eric, they did it the right way. That's all I want. My grandparents migrated here and went through the whole process of becoming citizens too. Same. Like, okay. I don't know if anybody really cares about Chantal anymore. Let's just talk really fast and then we'll finish Twitter. Here's the thing. Like I know with the ICE raids and all that stuff happening and people being deported, like, no, do I like seeing families ripped apart? No, that's terrible. That's awful. But like if I were to go to another country, I would become a citizen. And to people saying, well, they couldn't, like there's people that have been here for 30 years. Why couldn't they? Like my dad's family came over here from Italy, and do you want to know what they did? They became citizens and they learned English. And then they said that they weren't going to speak Italian anymore. Hold on one second, you guys. I got to do something with these dogs. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I had my daughter take the dogs out. And then here's the other thing too. I was with somebody whose mother became a citizen. So like if everybody else can become citizens, I don't understand why people who are here for 30 years could. That's the thing I'm saying, right? It doesn't mean that I think families should be separated. It means if you were here for 30 years, 20 years, like what were you doing all that time that you couldn't? Right? My grandpa didn't know English. Came after World War II. Hey, Mandy married a GI, taught herself English, and became a citizen in 5 years. No excuses. That part right there. Europe is overrun with criminals. And here's this thing, too. Like the people that ICE was getting in California, if you look up the criminal records, they were getting people who were harming their significant others, children, random women. I mean, you know, why should they be allowed to stay here for 30 years committing crimes? I don't think that's what like people think of, right? Like, I mean, and we see how other countries are going that are allowing criminals to come in illegally and stay. Do you see what's happening to women in those countries and children? And again, call me ignorant, but everybody's fine with it until it happens here and it affects you or your daughter or your child. Do you know what I mean? Then will you be so welcoming of all these people? The thing too, they wanted all these people to be here illegally and giving them all kinds of free stuff that those of us citizens don't even get health care and phones. That's true too, Wookie. My grandparents became naturalized American citizens after coming here legally and following the process. They didn't even need a green card because at that point they were US citizens. Charity starts at home. True. Very, very true. All right, so Mo Translates posted this. 2025, she used a fork she's eating with to scratch her head. 2021 used a back scratcher to eat mac and cheese and then scratched her back and something down there. 2022 used a fork in restaurant to brush her wig. Wow.
They just take the edge off.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm gonna die. I don't know what I was scratching with this lastly. I did wipe this off and I know I'm gonna smell like mac and cheese, but who cares? I'm not having sex with anybody right now. I am so nice.
Oh my god, this is the perfect fucking. Oh my god. Beachy waves.
I don't know. I don't understand why she has so much money to buy useless, pointless things, but she can't pick up a brush at the Dollar Tree. You can get it for like $1.99. I mean, she's using Snow, Enigma said, because in both these clips, her behavior is the same. Itchy, can't sit still, hyper, can't breathe anymore. She had all the same symptoms in all these clips. Press 1 if you think she's on coke again. It's true. In all these clips, she was high. And you are itchy. Well, meth makes you really itchy and you pick. Coke? I don't know. My whole Coke experience, it just made me drink a whole lot more. I was able to drink a whole lot more. I got no sleep. I was really fucking skinny, I'll tell you that. But it was kind of a blur. I more remember the meth days because I could smell it coming out of my pores. I don't know. And it was crazy. Like I was hallucinating. So there's that. Fat Cow said, judging by the way Foodie looked during yesterday's Patreon and the fact that she's taken a few days off streaming, I'd say she didn't get a paycheck for her November revenue. Or at best, she got a greatly reduced one. And Kelly said she needs help, not from the internet or her beezers. She needs God. I don't know why people have a hard time just admitting that they need him and they need help, because I promise you life is so much better when you say I can't do it on my own. There's something so freeing about saying those words. I cannot do it on my own. I need you. It's like the minute those words leave your lips, something changes and the weight of the world is off your shoulders and you're no longer carrying this deep, dark secret. I don't know. It's very freeing. If you say those words, change will come. And you have to mean it. That's the thing. You have to mean it. Aaliyah said people think she's on Coca-Cola again, but if she can't afford THC, then she definitely can't afford that. It might simply just be health related. It's freaking weird though. I don't know. I'm going with Coke. That's what made me say opiates, because she's got that itch. That's true. Yeah, she should know by tomorrow, redheaded. So after today or tomorrow with her check. So I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, Canada would always, or she would always get paid after me, like a day or two after me. So we don't get paid on the actual 21st if it's on the weekend. So the 21st was a Sunday. Today I got the email that it will be in my account, so I feel like she should know by tomorrow, if anything. Maybe it's different, but I remember before when she lived in Canada, she would always get paid after me. It seemed like I said, within 48 hours, maybe. This is funny. I found a doppelganger on Etsy. It does look like Chantel. If you didn't get a fat cow doll, you could get something like it for $19.95, except for it's not handmade and made with love and care. Fat cow is amazing and a genius. But, I mean, it does look just like Chantal. Dave's World said, this cat is literally my daughter, quoting Chantal. If that was true, she'd be subject to removal from the home because of child medical neglect. Chantal is just lucky it's a cat and not a human, although I believe the same rules should apply. I agree with that. CPS would be involved. If this cat was her child, CPS would have been there. She would have been drug tested, home checked, been made to take parenting classes. One thing that I learned is neglect is a form of abuse. So when people say neglect isn't abuse, that's a fucking lie. I have a daughter, and she has a primary care physician. She's a patient at Children's Hospital. She has a specialist she sees there. She gets her vaccinations that public school requires that I hate so much. But I get it. But at the same time, I hate it. I don't know. I get her everything she could possibly need and want. If she needed a surgery, that shit would be scheduled. We'd do everything we needed to do. I'm also a pet mom. Do you know we also just adopted a dog? Gosh, Saturday she'll be here 3 weeks. The dog's been to the vet. She's been spayed. She's been vaccinated. She's been groomed. We're signing her up for puppy training at PetSmart. And these are the things you do, right? When you love somebody and you're in charge of taking care of them, you do everything possible to keep them healthy, happy, safe. Foodie hasn't done shit for her kitten. Nothing. Not one thing. Is that mold? Or did somebody pee in her hair? What is that? Maybe it's the lighting. Mrs. Fuba Booty said, I imagine this is how a dementia test would look for chins. Doctor? And how do you use a fork, Chantel? Chins. Like this. Rat face. Seriously, though, dementia is a horrible and heartbreaking condition. I'm not trying to make fun of it. I wish there was a cure. Alzheimer's and dementia are probably two of the cruelest diseases I have ever seen firsthand. And I would not wish that upon my worst enemy. I would not wish that upon anybody. I wish there was a cure. I really do. But it's like she has dementia, almost like alcohol-related dementia. There was a point in time they thought I had it. I remember I had to go see a doctor, and he was like, and who's the president of the United States of America? And what year is it? How old are you? I knew all the answers. I was just high and loaded. 500 pounds and no money said, Patreon support. This creator has been banned from your platform for spam/scams. She created memberships, promised perks and content not delivered. She's back now spreading misinformation. A lot of people are reporting her to Patreon. Queen Jellybean said that their chat GPT says Foodie is not withdrawing from edibles. Very important reality check. It says, based on her history with cocaine and Xanax, the symptoms you're seeing are not consistent with marijuana edibles alone. Very important reality check. THC, even strong edibles, does not cause profuse sweating like that, marked facial flushing, tremors and shaking, rapid pressured speech, extreme insomnia, jittery, amped behavior. Edibles more commonly cause sleepiness, slowed speech, anxiety, paranoia, or nausea, not the stimulant-like picture you're describing. Given her past cocaine use, this pattern strongly suggests cocaine, methamphetamine, or misuse of prescription stimulants. Why this fits: fast talking, red flushed face, profuse sweating, insomnia, shaking, jitteriness, strange eyes, often dilated or intense. People often deny stimulant use and claim marijuana instead because it feels safer to admit. Xanax benzodiazepine withdrawal, extremely dangerous. If she previously used Xanax regularly and stopped suddenly or ran out or is tapering without medical help, withdrawal can cause tremors, sweating, severe agitation, insomnia, rapid speech, anxiety that looks like manic energy. Benzo withdrawal can cause seizures and psychosis and is one of the most medically dangerous withdrawals. She's an idiot. Dementia isn't why I'm not going to be with my mom this year for Christmas. I'm so sorry, Lori. It's hard. It's heartbreaking. I went through it with my grandparents. Nobody understands the horrible fucking time when all the shit went down from my past. Like, it was a lot on my plate, right? I was battling an addiction and living with somebody who had dementia. My grandpa had dementia and my grandma had Alzheimer's. And it was fucking crazy. Like, I remember my heart breaking a million different times a day as my grandma would come in the room and ask who I was, and if I had heard her dad died. And she would do this all day, all day. And no matter what I said, it didn't help. Like, you try to go along with it, you try to tell them it didn't happen. And then she would leave the house and the police would have to bring her home because she was trying to get in somebody's front door. I don't know. I think the worst part is it's like you didn't even exist and it's not their fault. Like, it's not their fault. They can't remember, right? But like, you still hold all the memories. You still remember everything, every Christmas, holiday, picnics, whatever else. And so when somebody to come in the room constantly and ask who you are, like, I don't know, it shatters you, right? It changes you. And it's scary. There were so many things that were scary. And I get it. And if you're going through it and you ever need somebody to talk to, I've been there. And just know you're not alone. Pray for a cure like I do. She doesn't understand how serious it is not to go on and off meds. Like, she's been doing that for years and been lucky all this time. I looked and eventually ran out. Yeah, luck does run out. It does. That's the thing. Everybody who's been through addiction, you know, at some point, like, it's fun. Nobody says a word about what you're doing. You still have all the things you started with, right? And then things change. It's no longer fun. You don't feel the same high that you felt the first time. Everybody has an opinion on what you're doing. You used to get lucky and not get caught like I did. I got lucky so many times stealing 4 Locos, 2 11s, whatever else. Eventually my luck ran out. I got lucky causing chaos a handful of times until people got sick of my chaos, you know? Keto, hello. I have a 16-year-old Jack Russell that is blind diabetic with insulin twice daily. He has hip problems now, so it's often hard for him to get up. He has lots of work, but it's worth it. What's your Jack Russell's name? Trump tariffs tax on Americans. You lot ran off the girls, so I guess you can do reruns. They are gone till the new year. All of them. Well, I'm kind of sick of the girls, to be honest with you. So there's that. I had to scroll past that picture really fast because I don't want YouTube to count it as nudity, even though it's a man's body with Chantel's head on it. But just know it was a sight to see. Fondue Spiteful Bitch said, the nerve of this fat, bald, sloppy man to talk about anyone and how they look. Keep wearing your karma, you sloppy pig. I swear she wears a diaper. She's shaped like a morbidly obese duck. And I can't unsee it. Like, if Donald Duck had many addictions. Salt and Sauce said, this is what is so smug and insulting of other people and their appearances. Ma'am, just wow. Yeah, I never want to hear her yap about my chin because at least I only have one of them. Okay? Okay. Fat Cow said, Foodie is changing the narrative to avoid changing her behavior to circumnavigate YouTube's demonetization. And I just thought that I would take a hit of my vape while we watch a Fat Cow clip.
Hello, 'tis I, Fat Cow. I'm currently working on today's video about Foodie Beauty, but I've come to a conclusion while going through what she said yesterday on Twitch. It is plainly evident what has happened in Foodie's brain. Foodie has read the email from YouTube, which outlined all of the things that she's been doing, which led to her demonetization. And she's focused on one part. That part is the part that says if the content is presented under the umbrella of recovery, then it's okay. You know. So she's changing the narrative to avoid changing her behavior. She thinks if she goes forward claiming all of this is just her journey towards recovery, she won't get penalized for doing all the things she has been doing. She's changing the narrative to avoid changing her behavior.
Sorry, I was texting my daughter back. She's outside. She was like, "Can you hurry? Because I have things to do." I'm like, "Okay, set a timer for 5 minutes." Danny said, "Val Cal makes an excellent conclusion here. My question is, if Chantel is going to claim to be in recovery from her problems, does she realize that she will no longer be able to do mukbangs, aka overeat family-sized meals for her content anymore? Probably not. She doesn't realize it. She can't do it at all. And she's not going to get paid for it. Oh, now Coco's going. Anyways, Foodie wanted a pat for on the back for buying condoms at 38 years old. This is an old clip of hers. It's like 10 seconds long. Coco can wait 10 seconds.
What I got for a crazy, sexy feel. Look, for a good time, just call. Doing things the right way this time. Remember, really safe. What I got for a crazy, sexy feel.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you're having sex, you should be wearing condoms. Wrap up, because if Foodie can get 3 STDs from her boyfriend, just think of how many more people out there have STDs. And no, you're not going to get a cookie for buying them. If you're going to have sex, you should be protected. Just FYI. And I don't know what adult needs to go online and brag about their condoms that they bought. I think I have to go, you guys, but really fast. Let me see if there's anything else. Foodie's in a hijab again. I don't know. I can't keep up. We're hijabless. We're not. This is the tweets from, it was from just, wait, July 16th is when she joined. So Monday, December 8th is when Kimberlina wrote me begging for my forgiveness. I have all the receipts if she still wants to mouth off. Here you go. Take a screenshot and read them on your own time. I called her out. Then yesterday she decided to team up with old Busted Teeth to threaten to come to my city to take me down. This is her going off on Hurl. She said Hurl's a snake, blah, 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 blah. I don't understand what's going on with Hurl. I don't really care either at the end of the day. So there's that. All right, you guys, I am going to go shower. I was in the Christmas spirit this morning. If you're wanting to hear Christmas songs that aren't the little drummer boy, Dropkick Murphys, The Season's Upon Us. That is a really good time, especially if you have family drama during the holidays. You'll totally understand. And then, of course, Blink 182, I Won't Be Home for Christmas, because that's a classic and you have to hear that song every Christmas. And then Paul McCartney, Wonderful Christmas Time, because, I don't know, you're simply having a wonderful Christmas time when you're listening to it. Paul McCartney is a very jolly man. He brings me much joy. Eric, really fast. Eric told me about this. Oh, Zach Busey. What did I call him? Gary Busey? Anyways, Amazon has announced content exclusion categories for advertisers across Twitch and third-party inventory. Advertisers can now exclude content that includes accidents, weapons, gambling, gore, crime, shock, profanity, politics, all these things, right? She smokes on stream, talks about drugs, religious content. I mean, depending on the day, she'll be wearing a hijab pretending to be a Muslima. So there's that. All of this, accidents, disasters, tragedies. Foodie, no more laughing at people jumping on from the towers on 9/11. So there's that. Wow. She's not going to make much money over there. Eric, thank you for telling me about this, by the way. All right. I think that's all I have. Wait. Nope, one more clip and then I'm going to go. Foodie wants to start a commune casa.
Anyway, I was thinking about communes. I was watching a video of this woman. She's
an elderly woman, and she has no kids, she has no family, and she was thinking about she was talking about how she was thinking of planning her life and how aging is when you have no kids and all this other stuff, and that will be me. I don't have children, so and she has no family or anything. So she was talking about starting a commune for like people, for women who also have no children and need family, like like a commune to grow people to grow old with, basically, if you have no family to grow old with.
Okay, but a commune. There was a point in time where I thought about living my best hippie life and going somewhere where you all park your hippie buses and live off the land and you all contribute. And then I fell down this weird cult rabbit hole. It was like 2 years ago. If you know, you know. I forgot what the hell they were called. There was all this drama and it didn't work out. But basically, when you live in a commune, everybody has to pull their weight. Somebody has to be building structures. Somebody has to be getting the food. Somebody has to be cooking the food. Somebody has to be cleaning the shit bucket out. All of those things. How will she contribute to a commune? These are the questions I have. And if you were stuck there living off the land with Foodie Beauty, would you feel some sort of way if you had to go get your 9th snake in the day and she was just sitting there eating grapes? I would. I'd kick her out of the commune. All right, you guys, I have to go. I got to shower. I got to be on puppy duty for a little bit, but look for me. I would say by noon. We'll be in the backyard and we'll continue our shit talking because I don't really feel done, to be honest with you. I just don't. I have so much to say, and Foodie is boring me. So there's that. All right, thank you to my amazing mods and Breezy Bunch members. Despite how you vote, I hope we can all still be friends. I love you. Have a great day, great evening, wherever you are. And I will see you so soon. Give me an hour. Goodbye, everybody.